Over the past few weeks, I've been noticing that when I'm playing PvP, if I'm using a character that sparks me more joy when I'm walking towards the PvP NPC, I end up feeling better about playing the game. And it's no coincidence that the OC characters always do that. So today, I felt like it's only natural to rank the best walking animations in Grand Cross. And unlike normal tier lists, you'll see that my tier list only has S, SS, and SSS tier, because I won't be ranking anyone that wouldn't be there, because they're pointless. If your favorite character is not ranked in one of these tiers, sorry, but they suck. One of the biggest, qualities I'll be looking for when ranking these characters is how much joy do they spark me once I, walk around either through the number 1, 2, and 3 place here to check your team, or just, walk back, walk to the PvP NPCs. How much joy does it spark me to go here to draw? And I'm already using here the new character, and I will rank her accordingly to how much joy it gives me to run around with her, which is an easy SSS tier. As soon as I find her, she's here somewhere. God, I hate these squares. She's definitely worthy of the SSS tier. Now, again, my tier list only has the highest of ranked characters because anything that isn't in these 3 ranks should not even be mentioned. Now, I know the really popular one will be DN, and this DN right here is the Festival DN. And one really nice thing about Festival DN is that when she runs, I don't know if you can hear it, I'll raise the game volume, but she does this. Maybe it's too low for you to notice in the video, but when she runs, even though she's normal sized, they treat her as a giant and she goes boom, 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 boom. And I think that adds to the character. So I'll give Festival DN, and I think Giant DN as well, the SS tier. Now, so you don't think that the only things that bring me joys are the the personalities given by the developers. Ram, because she's one of my favorites, even though she's not really showing anything, she's just really cute when she runs. And that gives me lots of joy. Now, does it give as much joy as Goth BDSM waifu? Maybe not as much, but she does give me a lot of joy because she's really cute when she's running. So for Ram, I'll give her S tier. Next one on my list is Roxy, which is a very popular one as well. You do see a lot of Roxys running around. Mostly what you see running around are either like the One or Meliodas, but I think you're not, I don't know, you just don't appreciate the correct animations if you use Ascanor or Meliodas on the PvP screen here. I think that you need to really appreciate the joy it gives to run Roxy around. And Roxy, although, maybe she doesn't do the boom, boom, boom the end does, I think she easily deserves to be at the top. God damn it, I'm so terrible at the top of the list. Now, an interesting case of a character that is between S and A tier is Merlin, because for Merlin, when she's just walking, especially from the back, it doesn't really cause much joy. And in the front, there's some joy. But if we run from the front, then there's a lot more joy. So she goes in S tier. And with her, also Summer Merlin is the exact same case. So they both go in there. Mono falls into a similar category as well, where from the back, there's not much joy. With a few costumes there is, but, from the front there is. So I think she goes in the same category as Merlin. Mai is up next, and Mai is, I think, a fan favorite as well. You do see a lot of Mai's in PvP. If more people had Mai, you definitely see even more. But with Mai, it's interesting because, there is some joy, but the real joy comes from the side walking, or the side running. That's the real joy. When you get those side runnings, then she's easily on the SS tier. Lilia is the OG OC waifu, and honestly, even to this day, she really holds up. It would be ludicrous of me to give her anything under an SS tier. Although Lilia has an amped up version, she still holds up to this day. And obviously the amped up version of Lilia is a very popular one to be used. You see a lot of them around the PvP area for a good reason. Only complaint I have is that, you know, from the back running, I don't feel as much joy as from the front running, but the joy is still there. And again, she is an OG. You can't deny the power of Lilia. Now I'm going for an underrated pick here. You won't see many of her out there, but it's a pick that brings a lot of joy. And I'm curious to see why not as many people run her as much in the PvP, even though she's an SR that literally everyone has. For me, I mean, I don't know if I would put her in the leagues of Lilia, or Awaken Lilia, but it's a slapped on underrated character for sure. And now to end, Camilla, the character everyone wants a second version of, not because they want to see her doing more moves, but because they want more costumes for her. And, well, I think this one speaks for itself. So, I'll end my tier list on an SSS tier. And, as a reminder, if you think I should have put any of these characters here, I don't care.